Hey guys, I'm Brian. I am a nurse in New York City and I have a 7-figure net worth. And this video is going to be talking about all the streams of income that I have. And to be honest, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 streams of income, and pretty much shows on how I make 6 figures as a nurse and everything that I'm doing to get to those numbers and how I got to this 7-figure net worth. And to be honest, the thing that's great about it is that I'm only 35 and the numbers that I'm doing is totally doable for anyone starting out, especially because obviously the biggest stream of income so my number one is my W2 income. So the reason why I'm saying that is because like New York is one of the higher paying states, but it's also not the highest paying state. So if like you live in like California or any of the other states that pay way higher, you could get to these numbers pretty quickly. So just for transparency, for gross pay, I make around $10,800 a month in gross pay. So that's before taxes. And I contribute a little bit. I don't contribute a lot to my 403b. I have some like FSA, healthcare stuff that helps bring down the taxable stuff, but you end up getting the cash on the back end. So overall gross is 10,800. And if you really want to do net like weekly, I'm raking in anywhere from like 16 to 1800 a week, depending on what's taken out for the exemptions and all that. But that is the biggest moneymaker that I have because it's the most stable one. And I also want to go into that as well because that's, even though like I have the 7-figure net worth, right? Without my income that I have from my W2, I actually don't feel like I would be comfortable living off of everything else. Like I think I make enough to cover my mortgage from everything else, but it wouldn't be enough for me to feel comfortable. And of course, the benefits of the job is great. I need the health benefits because I have my wife and my 2 kids. And obviously I don't want to pay for health insurance. So that's why when it comes down to all the other things I'm going to mention, I need to make a certain amount of money for me to actually leave my nursing job. But luckily for me, I work in an area that I actually love to work in. I work in a EP lab and I like the work, whether it's me being in the procedural room, me being in the pre-op area, the small procedure room, charge. I don't do as recovery as much, but to be honest, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that as well. Like the work is fun because I like my coworkers for the most part. And that is one of the best things. So if you're like one of those nurses that like just like hates what they're doing right now, I think you just need to find the unit that you want to work at, or that work from home job that you want to work at, that specialty you want to work at. So that's going to be one of the biggest things for you to finding happiness and also increase the potential for you making money. Because if you like where you work, you could possibly have the time freedom, the energy to do overtime, to make that extra money to fund the next things that I would probably be doing. So that's my number one. And then number 2 is my rental properties. So I have 2 rental properties in Ohio, and they cash flow are only like $200 to $300 a month. But the gross income a month is $1,800. I rent one out for $1,000 and the other one out for $800. One's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. The other one's a 4-bedroom, 1 bath. So at the end of the year, my gross amount of money I'm coming in with is around $21,600 gross income from the rent, which is amazing. And again, another thing that adds to my net worth is that I've had these houses for 2.5 years, 3 years. They're only like $100,000 houses. I bought one for $98,000, another one for $105,000, and they both appreciated over like $20,000. So like a 20% increase. Not a lot of money, but a good amount of money. So they appreciated. So that also adds to your net worth. And then if I wanted to take a HELOC out on them, I could actually use that money that is locked away and make it more liquid and use it for investments. And if I wanted to go into how it's not a money making thing, but for my net worth, my primary house, me and my wife bought in 2019 for 554 because we had a $1,000 credit. It is now appraising in the high 700s, almost 800s. So that's like almost like a 200K increase, which is amazing. So that obviously helps a lot with the net worth, and it's really solid. But also what I wanted to say is like rental properties are tough. It's not as passive as everyone says it is, because I literally just got texts this week from my property manager saying there's like a roof leak. So even though I am cash flowing, I'm putting that money from the rentals into like a high yield savings. So at least when it's sitting, it's making money, because now that I have to fix that roof and whatever else happened before, I could technically just be breaking even, because all that money that I have sitting there is going to be now deployed to fix whatever needs to be fixed. So that's one of the thoughts that, even though I like real estate, it is one of the thoughts that gives me like anxiety with my real estate. But do I want to continue doing it? Absolutely, because obviously if it could find more cash flow, maybe do some Airbnbs, stuff like that, I would love to go into that and make more money that way. And of course, the tax benefits of real estate are second to none, and that's what helps with the tax bill. If, say, someone like me made a significant amount of money and I don't want to pay a significant amount of taxes, the best way to counteract it usually is through real estate, because of all the money that goes to interest, and of course the LLCs for the business expenses and all that. So that's one of the ways. I'm not a tax advisor, but that is what I'm told by my accountant. And then we could also go into my stocks, and that's what is really my money maker too, because I sell options. That's like my go-to. Like if you go to my stand store on my Instagram page or in the links down below, I have a free guide on how to do it. And then I also have a course that is like the cheapest course that you could probably find on how to do the wheel strategy. I break it down as simple as possible, where the goal is to make 1 to 2% a week on your money. And I literally show you how to do it, and that's what I've been doing. So I started off this one account with like $41,000, and I came away so far this year with over 20,000. So like a 20 something, like almost like a 50% increase right there, just from selling options. And of course, appreciation and all that. If you choose the right stocks that you're doing this with, you'll most likely capture appreciation, dividends, and the premiums that you're getting from it. It is one of the easiest strategies to build up a portfolio, and that's what I personally love doing. And to be honest, I haven't been putting more money of my own money into my brokerage accounts this year, because I had a few plans for myself that I needed to get done first, and my account still grew a significant amount because I sell options, and that is something that I love teaching. I love going into, because a lot of money. So yeah, so I made over like $20,000 this year just from that alone, and that's already putting me, so 21,600 and 10,800 gross. That's not including like overtime or anything. That's around like 130K. So that's 150-ish. So I'm already at like 170 a year, 170K so far. And then obviously I was talking about my stand store, where I have courses. I sell digital products and stuff like that. I just made a course this year in like July. I haven't sold a lot of it yet, but I've made around like $5,000 on that. Not bad, to be honest. Not bad for a course that I put together. It's my first course. They'll only get better and better, and I'm actually proud of it. And because of how simple I make the strategy and how I really went and gave it my all. So like around $5,000 for that. So 175K. And then YouTube, I hardly make money off this anymore. I used to make a good amount of money off this, maybe like $1 to $2,000, up to $10,000 a month. But ever since I switched niches to do more nursing content and all that, the CPM and the money, the AdSense money all went away. Like if I'm lucky, I'm coming away with like $25 a month, and the YouTube checks only come in $100 or more. So if I only get $25 a month, it's like every 4 months I'll get paid $100. So obviously I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to bring up this video in the logarithm. The more views I get, obviously the more money I get. But I'm doing this for fun because I personally just love educating. I love documenting. So that's YouTube. And then I also do this thing called Amazon Influencer, where I like review products as videos. And so far I've been averaging anywhere from $60 to $100 a month off of pretty much it's like Amazon commissions. If people watch my Amazon review, I get paid for it. I made like 1 or 2 videos on this, and it's pretty fun to do because like my whole house has stuff you could buy off Amazon, so why not review it? And if people click on that and they watch it and then they buy the product, I end up getting a small commission for it. So that is awesome, and I personally love to do that because again, my whole house is Amazon. And then obviously I talked about this in a few other things where I do teach ACLS and BLS. I don't do it that often, but I do charge a premium for it, and because I sometimes teach it out of my house, and I only want people that I trust coming into my house because obviously my family lives here. So I do charge a premium for it, and I make a little bit of money off that. And then we could go into me being a podcast host. Obviously I have the Direct Admission podcast on this YouTube channel where I have it on Spotify. It's not monetized. And again, it's just a part of my YouTube. So that's a part of my $25 a month. But I am now also a host of the nurse.org podcast. I'm not going to say how much I make off of it because I'm pretty sure that's like a breach of contract. But as long as my episode gets aired, I will be paid X amount. So that's going to be a certain amount of money that I hope that I will be continued to be picked up for more episodes and more episodes, because I love podcasting. I love talking. I love being able to share some insight. And this is what I like personally just love to do. So hopefully that could continue more, and that could scale further and further, bring some more audience to my YouTube, my podcast, and bring more viewers here. And I feel like I'm missing, oh yeah, like brand deals. I have a few in store, so I still have to do those and negotiate a few things. But to be honest, brand deals, did I make anything this year? I think I made like $500 off brand deals, and I have a few more lined up that I need to get the content out first, and then I'll be paid X amount. So I'll probably be above like the $1,000 area if everything pans right. So for the most part, that's pretty much how much I've been making. So like if I was to add everything up just for this year, I'd probably be around like 180K, 180, 185, something like that. And which is a very nice salary to have. A really good amount of money to have. And if you're like a nurse thinking like, how am I going to make more money? These are the ways to do it. Like side hustles are awesome. You don't have to do that. I personally just like to, because I don't like my life to revolve around nursing. I don't want my life just to be nurse. That's why I actually talked with a few other nurses to be like, let's bring back the name Brian Makes Benjamins, because play on my name, and also just say pretty much it goes on what I want to do. I want to make money. I want to teach you guys how to make money. And now the greatest thing is that since I introduced myself as a nurse, I could bring in you guys as well along for the ride, because I want to educate. I want to do all that because like it is just my passion to do that. So again, these were my 7 or 8 income streams. I am super excited. If you guys feel any type of way, have any thoughts, drop some comments below. I'm always excited to be as transparent as possible with you guys. And I hope you like this. And I want to see, tell me what you guys want to see in these videos. But again, I'm a nurse, New York City, 7-figure net worth, and anyone could do this, and anyone should be able to do this. And Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.